Welcome to the Order of the Dragons, and today we're going to be doing another class explanation video. We are going to be doing the dual blade explanation video. All the previous explanation videos have been on the PTR server, so there's been a lot of new change for the classes. So if we go over to skills right here, we can clearly see that it is definitely different. And it clearly see you can select all your short bow and all that stuff and everything like that. But the change skill thing is the same as always. But to unlock new skills is completely different. So to unlock new skills, you're going to need achievements. You're going to need a lot of honor and a lot of other stuff. Or no, it's not honor anymore. It is battle points, skill points. They've changed it from honor to skill points. So you don't need honor anymore. It's skill points. So where honor goes to units rather than the hero things, because it's separate, because this game requires you with a lot of honor and a lot of skill points to get stuff. So let's look at here. So to unlock certain things, if I wanted to get over here, I would need to go do all of these right here and do all of these to get here. To be able to unlock this, I have to unlock all of these. So they basically, you know, they're telling us that if you want to get this, you're going to need to connect every single one of these together to get them. So if I'm doing all this, I got to get all this, then all this, and then all this. Okay, so every single arrow that's facing, you have to get that arrow. If it's arrows facing towards that, you have to get the previous one beforehand. And it goes for every single one of them. You can start off from here, and you can start off from here. Certain ones like this, I believe, which one was it? If I remember correctly. This one. Okay, yeah, this one. This heap of badges, meaning you have to get a certain achievement to be able to unlock this one. Even if you have tons of battle points or mastery points, you will not be able to get this unlocked until you get this achievement. The same goes for this one, I Walk the Earth, meaning you have to earn the badge a practice hand 10 times. So if you get, so basically you have to get these achievements to be able to unlock all these things. Which, when you start from level 1 and you get down the road and you craft all your gear and you get really good, you will be able to get these stuff pretty damn fast. So since we're doing the assassin, let me go ahead and explain you guys what the assassin is all about and talk about a little bit more on the combos of the assassin as well. The first skill we're going to be talking about is the Alchemical Vapours. It has 3 levels in the Alchemical Vapours. Every single skill has these 3 levels. The first skill, but Alchemical Vapours does not really upgrade per se. All it does is allow the cooldown to be a little bit faster after you use it. It only lasts for 3 seconds. It puts you invisible for 3 seconds. It throws a smoke bomb on the ground and you turn invisible. It also gives you a 40% speed boost while invisible. So instead of the Infiltrator skill that I'll talk about, it's 40% faster than the Infiltrator skill, but it also removes any stun, or you can recover instantly from a knockdown. Both Infiltrator and Alchemical Vapours both have, they're both invisible skills, but they also have these 3 moves it transfers. When you go invisible, it transfers into 3 multiple things. First, we have the dash and the bring down. The dash and the bring down does some pretty decent damage. It all depends on how much piercing damage you do. It does piercing damage, and you need piercing penetration. It all depends on what type of armor this is. So this is medium armor right here, and this one is heavy armor right here. So that looks pretty cool. It looks like some sort of Roman stuff. But the heavier the armor, the more penetration you're going to need. But I would stick with, I would say, a decent amount of penetration and a very high amount of damage, because there's a lot more, you need a lot more damage when you're trying to take out the lower targets. Like, if you're saying there's a lot of archers in the background and they're getting attacked, basically they're in the back, and the heavier dudes are with the main units. That's what you use. You go invisible. You would use the first skill, which is a dash, and then use the second skill, which was the which was E, which was the dash and takedown. There's also another skill, which I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Infiltrator skill as well. So the Infiltrator skill, basically, you do a little dash little spin and makes you invisible, and it lasts for 30 seconds. It's the same. It has all the same 3 skills as the Alchemical Vapours. But it also has the dash. But there's a third skill that I didn't talk about with the Alchemical Vapours that the Alchemical Vapours also has. It is a overleap attack that stuns the enemies, that you're able to do normal attacks and stuff like that. So these skills are the main assassination skills, and they're basically the main skills that you're really going to be using. The next skill we're going to be talking about is called Bow Shurikens. It has also like I said, every single skill has 3 levels. The first level, it just does some basic damage. It does a couple 100% of damage, and then it does a couple thousand piercing damage. The second one also adds a bleeding effect. As you can tell, if I hit him right here, you could tell, look around, see all this bleeding effect on him. Does like the 3 things, but I have Bow Shurikens 3, so it does a little bit more damage. The damage that I'm having right now, you'll not have if you have on the basic attack. But the third level of the thing, it gives a slowdown attack. So if he starts following me, he's going to be a lot slower, and I'm be able to get a giveaway. So, and I also can constantly keep hitting him with these things as he tries to keep chasing me. So I'm able to get away pretty decently. And it also knocks it back and stuns it a little bit. So you're able to get away in time or be able to keep taking down his HP over a long period of time. It is very good to do in a coordinates attack if you use your Alchemical Vapours and then you use your dash and then you immediately use it and then run away, even though I missed that. But when you hit that, you immediately be able to use it and do another getaway and be able to get a bleeding effect on him, as well as you're able to do your ultimate skill. So if I do that one more time and actually hit this time, so if I go there and I do this and I missed again. There's a lot of problems with the Alchemical Vapours is when you do it, sometimes it will make you face the opposite direction of where you're actually aiming. So you need to make sure that before you do any of your moves, you need to make sure that your character is facing the enemy 100%. So if I do dash, and I dash back and I do this, and I immediately use my ultimate, then that's a little bit of combo you can do, because it adds that little extra bleeding effect, so over time and everything like that. So there's multiple ways you could actually set this up. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next skill. It is called Skylark. It is the first Skylark 1 and Skylark 2. They are blockable, but on Skylark 3, it is not blockable. It is an extremely fast attack that does a really high bleeding damage, as well as it's only for 6 seconds. So you literally can constantly keep spamming this skill for quite a long period of time, and there's a certain little combo that you can use for this skill. Okay, the next skill we're going to talk about is called the Butterfly skill. The Butterfly 3 is a skill that can be blockable, but as you see, it also has a bleeding effect, but it also slows down your enemy for 8 seconds, so you're able to do a little getaway or other things. So press twice, it does even more damage, so you can constantly press this thing to even do tons more damage instead of just doing once, because once it does a little sweep, as you can see. If you press it again, it does another spin, but it is blockable. I'm going to show you a little bit of combinations. So first, I am going to use Alchemical Vapour, then I'm going to use dash, then I'm going to use this move, I'm going to use Butterfly, and then I'm going to use that one. So as you can see, it does a pretty huge amount of damage. But in this combo, if you use this combo, you can use, immediately after that, you can use your ultimate skill, which will finish them off, basically. Alright, the next skill that we're going to use is called the Great Thunderbolt. Really, this skill is not very good on dueling, because it's very easy to dodge, and you're very susceptible to people being attacked. Because if I do this, it stuns the enemy, and I can immediately use this, which he's already out of his stun. So there's not much point in dueling. There's no point in using it. And unit battles, though, you're able to stun the units and then immediately use your units to charge into their units, and so that you do some insane amount of damage, but usually no one really uses it. The next thing we're going to be talking about is our ultimate skills. We have, right here, we have is a Dance of Death. If I go ahead and get him to a little stun lock here, and I hit him with this, it puts him into a little stagger thing where he's not able to attack me. But if I use it by itself, then he will be able to attack me. It is only a 90%... well, yeah, ping lagging. It's only a 90% slow. People are slowed down by 90%. When you use it basically, but when you put it into a little stun lock, it's more of like a combo. Just like how in a lot of games where they have these secret little combo things that they have in there, but you have to figure out how to do it, stuff like that. But I think that's pretty much for Dance of Death. It has that spin. It does that spin. You're able to use it in a certain combo. You're able to stagger your enemy and continually use it. But the next combo, the next ultimate we have is called the Marked for Death, and the Marked for Death is a dash forward and spin, and I believe it is slashing damage, not piercing damage. So it has tons of slashing damage, but no, not much piercing damage, I believe. So that's why it doesn't do that much. But if I use my Alchemical Vapours, I use this move on him, I immediately proceed to use a butterfly, and then I use this. You don't really even need to use your Mark for Death, and I think it's just really a very good finisher move. If the person actually has a little bit of health left and he's trying to get away, it's a good catch up and finisher move. But the other that other combo that I was showing you, it's more of a personal duel class. When you're dueling, that's a very good dueling skill set. But their main, I would say, more of a, if you're in a tight spot where you have a bunch of units in there, then you can stun them with that little smoke bomb, and then your allies can send their units in and take them out. So it's a little bit helpful on that. But it's not very good. Like I said, it's not for that skill's not very good in dueling. But you guys just have to really work hard on trying to learn dual blade yourself to really fully understand and create combos yourself, because you have to understand each individual actual skill and form your own little combinations to see what's better. Because there's so much things as a dual blade that you can do, and there's so many more things that you can learn as a dual blade. So thank you guys for stopping by and watching this video. The next class explanation video will come soon this week as well. I'll also be uploading an updated version of all the recent tutorials into one video of just explaining what all the new updates we have currently. Just an update video. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.